So if you saw from one of the last videos, I'm having issues with the rodents getting into and eating the cuttings. So what I'm gonna do, and you saw in that one, I had some stuff laying around that 1/2-inch screen. It's sort of like this size, but it's metal. And I made a couple of hoods on the ones that were damaged. Anyway, I didn't get to the store quick enough, and that whole second row that I'm having nothing but issues with, that whole second row is all gone. They pretty much destroyed it. So I went out and I got some chicken wire because it's cheaper. I think this is a 4x50. It cost $50, I think. And the 4x25 on the other one was like $60. So I went with this because I think that this will do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and make hoods that I can just put over the plants, because I'm not trying to keep everything out. And if it turns out that there are also little rodents getting in there, this little 1/2-inch stuff, I'll go ahead and fit it around. And I mean, they can chew through it, but hopefully that will stop them from doing any more damage. And then I'm gonna go back out and I'm gonna replant all those ones that have been chewed up. They may come back, I don't know. But that's basically the project today. We're just gonna make hoods out of these so that we can drop them over the top of the plant, and that should keep the jackrabbits out. And that's the project for today. What I settled on was, instead of making it 3 feet, I'm gonna keep them 4 feet tall instead of making them 2 feet tall, because I figure, you know, why not? This way, at least, even when they're growing, they get over 4 feet, they should be relatively safe from the rodents. Little bit of a, I don't know, I'll just say something I learned. What I did was instead of trying to roll it out and weight it on one end, I put some screws in one side. This workbench is 4 feet. I'm gonna cut them 4 feet. So I just put the screws in, looped around the screws, and then just rolled the stuff off, and then I can assemble it all right here, and I don't have to move things around and whatever. So there's a little trick. And then I'm also going to use these cut a little bit better than those wire cutters I was using. But that's what I did moving forward, was I shortened them up, made a little device with some attachments, and we're going to see how that goes. But I think that's going to go it went a lot easier already. So that's the tip and trick on this. So this is the finished product here. 4 feet high. It's 6 feet around. I'm actually going to shorten that down to 4 for 2 reasons. One, I don't have enough material to get all of these done. And 2, it doesn't really need to be that big. These things are going to probably just more or less grow straight up. So I'm going to cut it down to 4 feet so I have enough material, and that's good. And all I did was I just took a little, I had these old, what are they called, for chain link fence, to strap chain link fence down. I just tacked them in on each side. I think we're going to be good. I don't think that the jackrabbits are going to get under that, but I guess we'll find out. And if they do, we'll put some more staples in there. If I have extra, I'll put them in anyway, but I think that should do it. They're not really going to dig, so I have it all the way around. We'll see what happens. In one of my first videos, when I did the cuttings, some of this stuff I decided that I was going to, at the same time, I was going to let me move this out a little bit. Okay, at the same time, I was going to do some in dirt, and I was going to experiment with them in dirt, and then I was going to put the other cuttings in water. Okay, so here's the results of my experiment are these. I did 7 of these. I did main stalks, and I did these sort of little wispy stalks. Of all of these, we're in day, let's see, what's today? We're in day 36. Now, I did 7 of these main stalks and the little wispy stalks, and I put them in dirt. Okay, this is the only one of the 7, so we're at about, what, 15% maybe growth of success of these things in the dirt, because none of these grew. I mean, there's not even roots on these stems and stalks. They just basically, this one has a root, but it's dead. And then let's see these. Yeah, see, none of these. This one has a root, but it was one of those little stems. They don't do very well. And then none of the big stems. This one, well, actually, this one does have a root, but it's not growing. So what I'm gonna do is, this one looks like it might have a chance. I'm gonna put it in, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in water in with these. Now, by way of comparison, right? The 15%, the one that grew, look at the growth on this. Now, these are week 2. These are 9 days younger than this one. And look at the growth on these just being in water compared to the growth of these being in the dirt and the water. Now, I have some that I need to replace out there because the rodents ate them. And I have some, you know, and I'm gonna put some in dirt because I just think they do better in the dirt. So I'm gonna transplant some of these into here, and then I'm gonna move some other ones outside into the spots in the dirt. I'm done with the little cuttings because they just don't really grow. I mean, these were day 9 and we're at day 36. So this would be so they'd be 27 days old. So I'm gonna find some good ones of these and I'm gonna plant them and we're gonna keep them watered, and I'm gonna mark this one to see the difference. I mean, you can already see the difference. These things are growing like ridiculous. So again, I'm gonna have to cover them so that the rodents don't get to them, but I'm gonna transplant these and I'm gonna put more out in the spots where the rodents destroyed. We'll do that here pretty soon.